Legion Azure here like always, and it saved part of my settings. Kinda. We got this Fresh Prince of Bel-Air thing as I tried to sift through why I look so gray. I can't figure it out. But yeah, this is, I don't know what this is, but that's kind of cool that we're seeing a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, I don't know if it's a reunion. It says a reunion trailer. I don't know if this is like them getting back together and like, you know, okay, I'm Trump now. What the fuck? Okay. Can I just, is this good? We'll just go with that. A little Trumpy, but, you know, I was going to say a little Trumpy never hurt nobody, but, well. Yeah, so I don't know if this is like a reunion, like they're talking about it, or we're going to get like a cut, kind of like a TV movie or like a small series run. I don't know what it is, but I'm kind of excited. So with that, let's just get into it, check it out, see what it's all about. Let's hope it's good. Let's go.
Me with the whole Fresh Prince cast. Hold on, the lights off a little bit. You probably seen the picture. I posted it about a month ago. Me and the whole Fresh Prince cast. But you're not ready for this trailer. You couldn't be ready for
Minus
this trailer.
Phil,
Happy
Uncle Phil.
Thanksgiving. Yes, you're welcome, Will.
R.I.P.
Thank you, Will. You're welcome. Thank you, Will. Yes, you're welcome, Will.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the
How
prince of
crazy is it walking in here?
I've messed up a word right there.
I've always been able to recognize chemistry.
Will and Alfonso, from the very beginning, were just playmates.
This is my brother Carlton. He knows we can't afford any bigger clothes, so he just doesn't grow.
Nobody ever asked me if I could act.
This Joker.
And you couldn't.
And you couldn't.
I had no aspirations to act.
Jeff turned down the show literally 10 times.
Will is very good at talking me into things.
Dude,
Oh, we want you to audition for this.
dude, DJ Jazzy Jeff was one of the best, dude. His I love that character, dude. He was so freaking good.
New sitcom with a rapper. I said, pass.
Tape night was special.
It was just kind of like a Friday night party.
We'd each grab percussion instruments.
It was a full-on experience. Yeah, all right, we're about to go on stage. The audience is out there.
It was the hottest ticket in town, as they called it.
James is the heart of the show.
James Avery was this 6'4" Shakespearean beast, and I wanted him to think I was good.
How come he don't want me, man?
This is a good episode.
Fall into his arms at the end of the scene, and he's holding me, and the shot pans off, and he whispered in my ear, "Now that's acting."
Oh, man.
How many people we were reaching.
Dude, he was
Will
so
always be a
great.
piece of all of us in that living room.
Our show meant black excellence to people. The excellence was the way that we loved each other.
I couldn't celebrate
See
30
Black
years
Excellence?
of Fresh Prince without Janet.
Oh, wow.
November 19th. Ooh, that's in a few days. Bro, I want to... Okay, let's not. I want to Okay, wait. I don't want to rewatch that part. I want to rewatch the action.
How my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the
How
prince of
crazy is it walking in here?
I want to watch it again, man. Oh, that was good.
I've always been able to recognize chemistry.
A little
Will
boasting.
and Alfonso, from the very beginning, were just playmates.
This is my brother Carlton. He knows we can't afford any bigger clothes, so he just doesn't grow.
Nobody ever
Hillary,
asked
man.
me if I could act.
This Joker.
And you couldn't.
And you couldn't.
I had no aspirations to act.
Jeff turned down the show literally 10 times.
Will is very good at talking me into things.
They said, oh, we want you to audition for this new sitcom with a rapper. I said, pass.
Rapper, okay. Yeah, again.
It was special.
It was just kind of like a Friday night party.
We'd each grab percussion instruments.
It was a full-on experience. Yeah, all right, we're about to go on stage. The audience is out there.
It was the hottest ticket in town, as they called it.
James is the heart of the show.
James Avery was this 6'4" Shakespearean beast, and I wanted him to think I was good.
How come he don't want me, man? And I fall into his arms at the end of the scene. And
Wow, that's a good
he's
episode,
holding
man.
me, and the shot pans off, and he whispered in my ear, "Now that's acting."
I didn't realize how many people we were reaching.
There will always be a piece of all of us in that living room.
Our show meant black excellence to people. The excellence was the way that we loved each other.
I couldn't celebrate 30 years of Fresh Prince without Janet.
The other mom comes in. That's pretty cool, man. Oh, dude. Oh, I watched Fresh Prince. I think I've seen every episode. You gotta remember, this was the thing when syndication was the only thing. There was no watching this online unless you like really were getting into like some crazy websites that was like even before Pirate Bay probably, where you could download it. But even then, I don't even know. Well, Pirate Bay was actually a thing. I remember finding. I don't know if I didn't find it. I think my dad found it when I was 11 or 12. I don't know. It wasn't even Pirate Bay. No, it was just a downloading website. I think it was just an illegal downloading website. I think he found. He never really got anything because he was always like, "Yeah, I don't want them finding where I live or something." We just found it one time. I think I might have made a CD of the stuff that I liked to listen to at the time. I believe because back then, we were just doing whatever. But yeah, like there was no. This is like I watched this on TV every day. Right, and if you got a rerun, I don't know if any of you are like my age, in your 30s or above, but it's like when you got to when you came home, or it's like, all right, it's time to be on at 6 o'clock or 8, whatever it was on. I think it was like no, for me 6 and 6:30 was Friends. I think Fresh Prince was at 4 p.m. I don't know if it was 2. I think it was 4 p.m. Mountain Time, and maybe a little earlier. And if you got a rerun, you were pissed, right? There was no way. There's no DVR, right? There was cassette. There was VHS, and you would take if you didn't have internet, right? And internet wasn't the biggest thing when I was a kid. I don't think I knew anybody with internet. My dad, my parents were separated, so my dad, when I was 13, had a computer that had internet on it, and people were playing, of course, like Counter-Strike and stuff. But my area, we weren't watching stuff like that, so I had like no idea what was even available, I guess technically, but there was like when I was growing up, it was just magazines about how to find stuff. There wasn't like YouTube videos of how to do things, right? Everything was word of mouth. So when I was fairly young, me and my dad figured out that you could put a piece of tape over a VHS, and that would let you record over an existing movie. That any movie could be a blank tape, as long as it was long enough, right? If you spent the money and you got the freaking Titanic series, well, you had 4 cassettes, or I should say VHS. I don't know why I keep saying cassettes. There was 4 VHS that you could do whatever you want with. We took all of like the bad movies that my parents bought when they were a lot younger, when I was like an infant pretty much, like those crappy like wedding movies or whatever they are, just bad stuff that doesn't hold up at all. That was just garbage. They thought maybe fun because the cover looked good. And we didn't figure that out until I don't know, I was probably 16, but by the time I was 16, 17, I mean, smartphones were a thing at the time, and you could just find anything you want. I was an outside kind of kid, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, you recorded stuff on your VCR, right? And God help you if you didn't have one that had the ability to record things. Ours was a God level one. It was this fucking huge black one that had like a crap ton of buttons specifically on one part of it for recording. It was meant to be, it was a good one. And so, but yeah, Friends was the other show that I used to watch, but I remember 6 and 6:30, Friends. I come home from school. Sometimes I'd even come home from my friend's house to watch it at 6 or 6:30. Be like, hell yeah. But, yeah, I watched all the episodes on TV growing up. I remember Tyra Banks. I remember that whole era was maybe not my favorite, when they were like in college or whatever. That wasn't probably my favorite era. I think it was all right. Tyra Banks back then, oh my God, she was incredibly hot. But yeah, you know, so it was what it was, and I think I've seen all the episodes. I think for the most part, big fan, loved it. And with that, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. It's only coincidental that we're over 10 minutes. I didn't time that, but thanks for watching again. Thanks for hanging out. Like, if you like the content, you can always like, subscribe, or share. Remember, it's completely up to you. I do appreciate, though. It does help me out some way or another. And if you want to discuss anything we talked about on this channel, on this video specifically, you can always leave a comment down below. Love to see and love to hear all the comments. Once again, my name is Azrael. Later, guys.